Do not do a cash out refinance until you watch this video. Because while a cash out refinance can absolutely be a very powerful financial tool, there are also situations where it can work against you financially. Today, I'm going to walk you through the top 5 reasons you may want to think twice about pulling the trigger on a cash out refinance on your home. And understanding these situations can help you avoid turning a good financial asset into a long-term mistake. First, let's quickly explain what a cash out refinance is. Cash out refinance replaces your current mortgage with a new loan that is larger than what you currently owe, and you receive the difference in cash. That money is coming from the equity you have built up in your home. So equity can be a very powerful financial resource, but it is also one of the most important financial assets most homeowners have. So using it wisely is extremely important. And the number one reason is using your home equity to purchase depreciating assets. This is one of the most common mistakes homeowners make. A depreciating asset is something that actually loses value over time. Examples could be cars, boats, recreational vehicles, or other luxury purchases. When you use a cash out refinance to buy something like a car, you are essentially converting a short-term purchase into a long-term mortgage debt. The vehicle may lose half its value in just a few years, but the debt remains attached to your home for potentially decades. That's why using home equity to buy depreciating assets is often considered a risky financial move. Now let's talk about reason number 2, using home equity for lifestyle spending. Sometimes homeowners see a large amount of equity in their home and they think it's almost like an ATM. So they may consider pulling money out for things like luxury vacations, entertainment spending, or general lifestyle upgrades. While those things feel rewarding in the short term, they typically do not strengthen your long-term financial position. Home equity is built slowly over time, often through years of mortgage payments and property appreciation. Using that equity for short-term spending can reduce your financial stability and increase your long-term debt. This is why many financial professionals recommend that if you are going to access home equity, it should ideally be used for things that improve your financial position or add long-term value. Let's move on to reason number 3. You already have an extremely low interest rate. Many homeowners are locked into historically low mortgage rates over the past several years. If you currently have a very low interest rate on your mortgage, refinancing the entire loan in order to take out cash could increase the rate on the entire balance of the loan and the blended rate. In other words, the new loan may apply a higher interest rate not only to the cash you are pulling out, but also to the portion of the mortgage you already had. So depending on the numbers, that could increase the total cost of the loan over time. This is why it's very important to carefully review the full loan scenario before moving forward with a refinance. Sometimes that math works, other times it simply doesn't make financial sense to replace a very low mortgage rate. Reason number 4 is when you plan to sell the home in the near future. Refinancing involves closing costs and restructuring the loan. If you plan to sell the property relatively soon, there may not be enough time to benefit from the refinance. For example, if the refinance increases your loan balance and you only stay in the property for a very short period of time, the financial benefit may be minimal or even negative. Refinancing tends to make the most sense when homeowners plan to stay in the property long enough to benefit from the new loan structure. If a move may be happening soon or impending, it is worth carefully evaluating whether the refinance is truly necessary. So let's talk about reason number 5, our last one. When the new loan would create financial strain. Just because you have the equity available does not necessarily mean you should always access it. Taking additional cash out increases the balance of your mortgage, and depending on the loan terms, it may increase your monthly payment as well. So if the new payment stretches your budget too far or creates financial pressure, the refinance may not be the right move. A refinance should ideally improve your financial situation and not make your financial position more stressful. One of the biggest mistakes homeowners can make is focusing only on the amount of cash that they can access instead of looking at the long-term impact of that new loan. So if you've made it this far and you still want to move forward, reach out to us to see if we can run the numbers with you. Contact info should be down below in the comments, the link in bio, in the description. It's all over the place. So let's recap the top 5 reasons you may want to think carefully before doing a cash out refinance. Number 1, using equity to purchase depreciating assets like cars or boats. Number 2, using equity for lifestyle spending on short-term expenses. Number 3, replacing an extremely low mortgage rate with a much higher one. Number 4, refinancing when you plan to sell the home very soon. And number 5, increasing your mortgage in a way that creates financial strain. The key takeaway is that home equity can be a very powerful tool, but it should be used strategically and thoughtfully. For the right reasons, a cash-out refinance can help homeowners eliminate high-interest debt, improve their finances, or fund important financial goals. But understanding when it does not make sense is just as important as understanding when it does. If you're considering accessing your home equity and want to understand whether a cash-out refinance makes sense for your situation, speaking with a mortgage professional at Morgan Financial can help you review the numbers and explore your options. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe for more videos where we break down mortgage strategies, refinancing options, and smart ways to manage your home financing decisions.